Knowledge and Cultivation: The Key to Opening the Door. Charles Dickens. Oliver Twist. We often associate the terms knowledge and cultivation with lofty academic theories or complex concepts that seem distant and unattainable. They appear as if locked behind a high wall, reserved for a select few. Yet, true knowledge and cultivation are not merely about specialized expertise. Rather, they encompass a broader understanding of the world, empathy for humanity, and the wisdom to grasp life's essence. One of the most powerful and accessible keys to unlocking this door is reading. Today, I will introduce you to Charles Dickens' timeless classic, Oliver Twist. You may have heard its title, but perhaps hesitated to read it due to its status as a classic. However, this book is not a dry or difficult narrative. It is a vivid, emotionally gripping story that stirs our hearts, brings tears, and occasionally even evokes anger. It will engage your senses as if watching a powerful drama or film, prompting deep reflection and emotional resonance. In this article, we will explore the plot and key characters of Oliver Twist, uncovering the profound insights it offers to our modern lives. You will experience firsthand how reading transcends the simple act of decoding words, becoming a potent tool to enrich life and unlock the world of knowledge and cultivation we might never have recognized. 1. Purity blossoming amidst hunger and despair. The story of Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist is set against the grim backdrop of 19th century England's Industrial Revolution, a time of harsh realities. The protagonist, Oliver, loses his mother at birth and grows up in a brutal workhouse governed by England's poor law, a system that provides minimal sustenance to the poor in exchange for grueling labor and starvation. One day, driven by unbearable hunger, Oliver dares to ask the workhouse master, "Please, sir, I want some more," a simple plea that becomes a symbol of both his tragic fate and society's cruelty. This request, deemed audacious, leads to his expulsion and eventual sale to a funeral director, where he faces further mistreatment. Escaping this oppressive environment, Oliver journeys to London, where he meets the cunning artful Dodger and is drawn into the criminal underworld led by the manipulative Fagin. Fagin trains children to commit crimes, surrounded by figures like Bill Sikes and Nancy, operating under a cold and exploitative system. Despite this, Oliver's innate purity resists the life of crime. When wrongly accused of a theft, he is arrested but released due to the kindness of Mr. Brownlow, experiencing warmth and care for the first time. However, Fagin and his gang fear Oliver may expose their secrets, leading to his kidnapping and forced participation in a robbery. Wounded in the process, Oliver is ultimately rescued by characters like Mrs. Maylai and Rose, who provide him with genuine love and healing. The story becomes even more complex with characters like Nancy, who, despite being entangled with criminals, deeply cares for Oliver. Her tragic death, sacrificing herself to save him, becomes a pivotal moment in the narrative, exposing the gang's wickedness and sparking a chain of justice. Finally, thanks to Mr. Brownlow and his friends, Oliver's hidden noble lineage is revealed. He is the nephew of the virtuous Rose and heir to a wealthy family. The villains face their deserved fates, while Oliver finds happiness and a true family, concluding the story with hope and reconciliation. 2. The lessons of Oliver Twist: redefining knowledge and cultivation. Oliver Twist is not merely a tale of a young orphan but a profound exploration of societal injustices and human nature. Yet its relevance endures today, offering powerful messages that reshape our understanding of knowledge and cultivation. 1. Empathy and understanding: the foundation of true cultivation. First, Oliver Twist awakens and expands our capacity for empathy. As readers, we share Oliver's hunger, loneliness, and despair, feeling his pain. We rage against Fagin and Sykes' cruelty and weep for Nancy's tragic fate. These emotional experiences go beyond reading a story. They teach us to understand and empathize with others' lives. True cultivation is not merely about accumulating facts but about understanding others' perspectives, showing compassion, and valuing human dignity. Reading Oliver Twist trains us to broaden our empathy and deepen our understanding of humanity's complexity, resilience, and the impact of environment on individual lives. This is a profound knowledge of humanity itself, a foundation for true cultivation. 2. Insight into social structures and inequality, cultivating critical thinking. Dickens exposes the brutal poor law and the plight of urban poverty in 19th century England, condemning society's role in perpetuating suffering. The system that expelled a child for asking for more food reflects structural issues that no individual effort alone can overcome. Dickens challenges readers with questions: why do some remain poor while others thrive? How should society treat the marginalized? Is personal suffering truly the individual's fault? Even today, we face inequality, injustice, and the suffering of the vulnerable. Reading Oliver Twist compels us to reflect on modern issues. Do welfare systems function adequately? Are the marginalized sufficiently protected? Does society offer fair opportunities to all? It fosters a scholarly mindset, the ability to critically analyze social phenomena and seek their root causes. True knowledge begins with questioning not just what we see, but the hidden systems and structures behind them. 3. The exploration of good and evil, opportunities for moral reflection. The novel juxtaposes characters like Oliver's innocence and Mr. Brownlow's kindness with Fagin's treachery and Bill Sykes' brutality. Nancy, caught between the criminal world and her humanity, embodies the complexity of human nature. Her tragic end reveals how easily the light of goodness can be extinguished in a morally ambiguous world. Through these characters, Dickens asks profound questions: are humans inherently good or evil? Can goodness endure in a corrupt environment? Do criminals retain any trace of humanity? This story invites readers to reflect deeply on morality, justice, and ethics. It transcends fragmented information, shaping our values and guiding our life choices, cultivating moral wisdom. 4. Resilience in adversity, the wisdom of hope and life. Despite constant hardships, Oliver never loses his purity or hope. He maintains faith in humanity and ultimately finds happiness through the kindness of others. This teaches us that, even in life's darkest moments, we must hold on to hope and the courage to overcome adversity. As we face our own trials and despair, we can draw strength from Oliver's perseverance. Even in the bleakest situations, a glimmer of light exists. Kindness and effort can lead to positive change. This is the wisdom of life and the knowledge of hope, a force that propels us toward a better future. 5. The power of literature, a transformative voice. Charles Dickens was more than a storyteller, he was a social reformer. Through works like Oliver Twist, he exposed the brutal realities of poverty and unjust systems, sparking public awareness and driving reforms like improved poor law policies and child labor protections. This reveals literature's incredible power. Stories can inspire, challenge, and transform the world. Reading Oliver Twist allows us to understand a past era, feel its struggles and hopes, and reflect on our own society. This experience unveils the boundless potential of books, offering inspirational knowledge, the insight to understand and change the world through our voices. 3. Reading the simplest path to awakening knowledge and cultivation within you. Dear readers, Oliver Twist is more than a tale of a young boy's adventures. It is a mirror of the 19th century and a timeless reflection of our own society and humanity. Reading this book is not merely about understanding a plot, it is about gaining invaluable knowledge and cultivation. Deeper understanding of humanity through diverse characters, we recognize the complexity of human nature. Critical social perspective, by examining past injustices, we reflect on present-day inequalities and consider solutions. Expanded empathy, we learn to share others' joys and sorrows, understanding perspectives beyond our own. Moral growth and values, we grapple with ethical dilemmas, refining our sense of right and wrong. Courage in adversity, Oliver's resilience teaches us to face challenges with hope and perseverance. Perhaps we have made the pursuit of knowledge and cultivation seem overly grand and difficult, unwittingly raising barriers. Yet a well-crafted book like Oliver Twist can awaken these qualities more powerfully than any lecture or formal education. Turning its pages, we travel through time, enter unfamiliar lives, and share in their joys and sorrows, discovering new worlds we never knew. Reading is more than gathering information, it broadens our vision, deepens our thoughts, and provides a new lens for understanding the world. It nourishes a richer, more meaningful life. Oliver Twist stands as an excellent companion to begin this journey. I sincerely hope the seeds of knowledge and cultivation within you will sprout and flourish through this book. Why not start now? Open the first page of this extraordinary story, and embark on a transformative journey that will profoundly change your life.